Murder.
Chalk outlines.
DNA tests.
Blood.
Anonymous tip.
Beheadings and disembowelments.
Fingerprints.
The yellow tape that they have on crime scenes.
Witness statements.
Stakeouts with my cop friend and we drink coffee. UV lights that they can see on. 5 minutes.
Yes, hello and welcome. We are about to get a true crime story in about 5 minutes from Belle Jackson.
So we're going back to 2011 in the UK for this one today. I want to give a heads up. There is a little bit of mention of suicide, but it is all about a threesome gone wrong.
Okay, intriguing.
Yes. So, look, I know you like to put your little hats on and try and guess who done it, and it's going to be a pretty easy one, but trust me, there
guy
are
at
some
the
twists
back.
and turns. The guy who got a little bit left out. So 2011 in the UK, we're going to a little house party that was happening. Well, it was a house party, but it was happening in a hotel. So there was a
It was
party.
a hotel party.
Yeah, pretty much. There was a hotel that was rented out near the airport. One of those, like, those ones that you stay at.
Like a Holiday Inn?
Yeah. They put you up if the flight's been cancelled.
Yeah, the ones you see and you think to yourself, who stays there?
It's like
Well.
a fair type.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct. And after this story, I don't think you'll want to stay at one of them. So there was a party being thrown in a few of the hotel rooms, and there was 3 people. We've got Alice, 20-year-old female, Tibor, who was a 20-year-old male, and Attila, who was the 30-year-old male. Now, they're 3 mates that were all worked together, and they were at this party, and, they drank a fair bit, and they took some other things as well, and one thing led to another. They all ended up in one of the rooms together. So they're having fun, they're getting down to it, and having a threesome. Now, one of them supposedly got jealous of the other 2.
Tibor.
And killed 2 of them.
Right.
So the way this came about is obviously the hotel people found them. They found the 2, and they couldn't find the 3rd person.
Whoa.
It was Attila, the 30-year-old
Oh.
man. So we've got Alice and Tibor, the 2 20-year-olds. They've been found completely stabbed to death in the room. They're on the bed, horrendous positions. And because this is 5 minutes, I am going to leave out a lot of the details. But they were found dead, stabbed to death, apparently like over 20, 30 times. Like, it's a lot. They couldn't find Attila, and everybody's saying, well, we've got to find him. Obviously, he's the person that was last seen with them, and they're trying to find him. They do a scour of the room. They look for all their clues as usual, and then 2 days later, they went back to the scene of the crime, the hotel room, and they find Attila in there.
Oh,
He is now almost dead on the bed.
yeah.
This is 2 days later, so they'd removed the bodies, they'd done that. They'd had a security guard outside the room at all times guarding the crime scene.
Yeah.
They'd done a sweep of the room, but he was now dying in that
I
room.
mean, obviously the security guard didn't do a very good job.
He claims that no one came in or out of that room.
Right.
They eventually work out that for the last 2 days, Attila had actually, what he did was he cut with the knife into the bed, into the mattress. He was hidden in the bed and
What?
under the bed,
What?
underneath the bodies. He was hiding there for 2 days, completely silent. No one looked under the bed.
I don't believe that. No one
Even-
looked under the bed.
So he couldn't go to the bathroom. He didn't leave that spot, so he'd actually gone to the bathroom while lying underneath there.
Right.
He hadn't eaten or drunk anything. He'd actually updated his Facebook profile while he was in there.
Why was he just hanging there?
Because he panicked and he hid. Now, apparently he had tried to take his life in the moment that he realised he'd killed these 2 people, his friends. He failed at that, so he dug himself into the bed and hid there, and then he tried again 2 days later when he thought that everyone had left. So that's when they took him to the hospital. They kind of recover him. He's okay. They arrest him, obviously, in the hospital and say, you've been done for this. He claims that he completely blacked out. 1 minute they were having a threesome, and the next minute he blacked out, and then he woke up and they were dead in front of him. And he claims he didn't know what happened. He had amnesia. He had no recollection of it. That was his defense. They then found him completely guilty of murder, and he's now in for life in prison.
That is a crazy story. And look, we've got time to spare here.
Mm.
as well.
I kind of find it hard to believe. I find that one hard to believe.
I'm looking it up just now, and I've seen where he's like cut the bed and like it's
As in like the side of the mattress?
yeah. Like you can see he's like this dude's like cut into the mattress. He's just hiding in that flat.
So
there.
he's like in it. And that was
I mean,
underneath the bodies.
And like to think, he's obviously
But
just
then that
panicked. He's like
seems like
he's hiding in plain sight type thing.
a bad job from the police that nobody found him in the mattress.
Yeah, so obviously fingers are pointed at the police saying you didn't do a good enough job. And the police commissioner did defend them and say, look, they did everything that is ever asked of them. No one thinks hey, let's look inside the mattress. But this is why we learn things, and we learn. So now they've gone, all right.
Also, I mean, it's bad on the motel that if two people have been murdered on a mattress, they don't replace the mattress.
It was only 2 days later.
I just feel like you'd be getting rid of that pretty quick. Or they'd be
No,
doing...
because it's evidence. They keep it.
Yeah,
they
if
keep
it's
the
evidence,
crime
then
scene.
they would be investigating it, but no one even looked at it. You know what I mean? If he's slashed it and then crawled inside of it, it just seems unbelievable. I'm not saying... I don't know. I think that it wasn't a great job done by the police.
Well,
All
I
right.
hope you enjoyed that.
Catch you in the next one.